I suggest you get your head down now and have a lovely sleep and see you in the morning. Can we pull up the milk a cow advert?
I'm very on brand for that. I might get a sponsorship after this.
You know what?
Tom Hardy, welcome back to Heart's Evening Show. How you doing?
I'm good, how are you?
Very well, thanks. You know, last time we met, your dog Blue was running around, right? So I came prepared this time. I actually brought a toy just for Blue.
That looks like a ball gag.
Well,
don't lie.
I mean, maybe it could be repurposed, but I'm telling you, I definitely bought it just for Blue. And it's actually very difficult to find a toy that doesn't squeak. But he's not here today, so I feel not a little bit silly just for like bringing a toy, but also I haven't brought you anything. I feel like you're quite a hard person to buy gifts for. Last time we spoke, you said your favourite way to spend an evening is a bit of doom scrolling, jiu-jitsu videos, dog videos. Your new film Havoc has some really intense action scenes. How do you decompress after a full-on day? Are you like a lush bath bomb kind of guy, or?
No.
You're such a wind-up.
What a wild guy. Like, no, I don't. I come home and I sit in the silence for a bit, and the tinnitus of the silence of having a busy day, and then I doom scroll, and then I look at the watch and I go, oh, okay, and it's like 2 a.m, and you know you have to get up, and I get down to like probably 6 to 4 hours sleep sometimes. That's how I unwind, which is not sustainable.
So when you're not busy then, do you have like a good evening ritual, maybe a routine that you like to stick to?
Yeah, I like to get into bed as early as possible and then stay in bed like until I go back to work, you know, for 6 months.
I love that. There is a moment in the new film, everything changes for your character Walker. Things get a little bit dicey, to put it mildly. Can you think of a moment in your life, maybe it's a conversation, maybe it's somebody you met that had a really positive impact on you, like a nice life-changing moment?
There's been some really patient people who've influenced me or found the window in to say, Tom, you should, Tom, you know, this is really working, and the reason why it is, or have you considered this, or have you considered that? So there's no one person. There's a succession of lots of people who've taken the time and effort to speak to me, and in a positive way, but all quite personal.
Beautiful, yeah, It really is. Walker's also always ever so good at getting out of a jam. How are you at avoiding sticky situations? Maybe a party that you don't want to go to, maybe a friend just got like the worst haircut imaginable. You able to be like quite upfront and honest, or do you avoid it?
I'll avoid that, yeah, I would avoid that. Anything that's like honest in that aspect, where it causes harm or hurt to somebody, I'd try and avoid that. So if I reacted to somebody's haircut, I would have to keep that to myself. But I'd be dying to find some sort of way to banter it in some form. Or if I saw somebody wearing a sweatshirt that looked like a wrapper off a Milka cow chocolate paper, I would want to say something, but I'd be really mindful about how I disclose that information.
You sort of wrap it in a compliment, maybe?
Somehow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Well, no, actually, yes. I would identify that. Actually, that's something that I would wear. It's really similar to the belt that I have in jiu-jitsu, which I'm really proud of. And so I actually really like that. But the other side to it is milk a cow. You understand?
I'm never going to live this down. You realise this?
In a kind way.
This is what they're going to call me when I get back to the Heart office, I'm telling you. Like, we do something on Heart's Evening Show, right? Around about 7:40, where we tell all the kids listening to go to bed. Sometimes I'll do a little song for them. I was wondering, would you do the honours for us, please, Tom? Would you send the nation's kids to bed who are listening right now, please?
Oh, well, it's probably quite late and past your bedtime, and you're probably going to be knackered tomorrow morning if you don't get your head down now, and I'm sure you've got lots to do in the morning. It's important. So I suggest you get your head down now and have a lovely sleep, and see you in the morning. Night-night.
Tom, I can't decide if I'm never going to take this jumper off or never wear it again, but thank you so much.
But I'm definitely feeling sleepy.
Thank you,
Good morning. Good morning.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you so much, man. I'll take this off.
Thanks for the ball gag,
Cheers.
bro.